Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Corner. It's Monday, the beginning of a new week, and we have to look at the charts, talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. I'm going to talk about Chainlink as well, some other things. We're going to discuss news. So let's get started. All right, welcome everyone to another episode of Crypto Corner, the video podcast where we talk everything crypto related to help you navigate safely and easily in the crypto space. Now, as we see today, we are starting the week on green with very good results. Over the weekend we pumped a lot. Bitcoin went to 31,000 yesterday. Now it's doing a bit of a pullback, a bit of a correction, you can say. Ethereum 1,677 right now. Both of them 2%, 0.22 up in the last 24 hours. BNB is doing pretty much the same. Actually, most of the coins here in the top 10 are having a similar performance. Solana is the one that is pumping slightly higher than the rest. It is 3.68% in the last 24 hours, almost 30% up in the last week. And with Solana, we actually had a little bit of a surprise because it was expected that the FTX liquidators are going to sell a ton of Solana as they got hold of them, but actually they staked them, and they staked Ethereum as well. So both Ether and Solana are doing much better than it was expected, because over the last week, huge amounts of Solana and Ether was staked rather than being dumped on the market. In fact, the assets were staked via Figment, an institutional focused staking service provider, and they're around 30 million worth of Ether, around 24,000 Ether in total, and around 5.5 million Solana tokens worth approximately $121 million. So, the Solana tokens were a much bigger amount than the Ether, and this is why everyone was expecting that we're going to see a huge dump of Solana tokens on the market that will devaluate its price and everything. But that didn't happen. They staked them. It's unclear how long they staked this for. Is it going to be just for a year or two, perhaps for the duration of the bull market? I mean, they're not really stupid. Then I doubt if they're going to hold them for many years, but they're definitely going to make a decent return on these, which, let's hope, it will actually help the people that were affected by this bankruptcy of FTX. I'm still waiting to see if any funds are going to be distributed to the members, to the users of FTX. I was not a user of FTX. I never really promoted that exchange. It just never spoke to me. I guess I was lucky because there wasn't really any specific reason why I didn't jump into FTX. Usually I open accounts with pretty much every new exchange, even if it's just to test it out and see what it's like and everything. And sometimes I would start using it, like BitGet, for instance, I'm using, and it's one of the new exchanges. But FTX just didn't speak to me. I never really got into it. I guess I was just lucky. Anyways, good news about Solana holders, because the token is up 30% in the last 7 days. Chainlink is the other big performer here in the top 10. It's actually the biggest performer on the weekly, 36% in the last 7 days, 10% over the last 24 hours. It was actually 11%. It went to $11. Now it's $10.22. So again, a little bit of a pullback. And Matic has climbed into the top 10 again. So Matic is now excluding, of course, the stable coins. You know that I'm excluding stable coins, and this is how we are getting only cryptocurrencies here in the top 10. Matic is now the top 10 position by market capitalization, and Matic is my other big position in terms of altcoins. Chainlink is by far the biggest altcoin position that I have after Ethereum. Of course, Ethereum is my biggest altcoin position if we still count Ethereum as an altcoin, because many people don't really count it as an alt. Anyways, let's go into the charts. So as we can see here, Bitcoin, this is the last time I spoke about Bitcoin and we were doing technical analysis. We had just broken out of this falling wedge pattern, and we were coming down to retest this support. And I said, if we find the support here, this is a very standard move. Usually we break out, we pull down to retest support, we find the support, and then we break on the upside much stronger. This is exactly what happened. This is what we are seeing over the last day, and right now we are challenging that 31,000 resistance level. We haven't been in these levels all the way since July. Late June, early July was the last time that we were at these price levels, and we are yet to see if we are going to manage to overcome the resistance of 31,000. So far, we have not been able to do that, but we are making another attempt, and the more attempts we make, the more likely it is that we will break out. And if we do, we can estimate that this breakout could take us to this orange zone that I've drawn here, and this is currently around 35,000. So this move can actually take us to 35,000, and if it does that, then 40,000 is in the bag, because this is really the direction. However, as you can see here, we are approaching a resistance, and if we get rejected from this resistance, we could actually form a triple top pattern, which is dangerous. Triple top pattern is a bearish pattern. If you're not familiar with these patterns, I did a free ebook that you will find in the description below. The most commonly used charting patterns. This is what I called it, and all of the major patterns are there, you know, the ones that we look at all the time. It is a free book, so just grab it from the link below in the description, or you can scan the QR code that you're seeing right now on the screen. Anyways, the triple top pattern is a bearish one. So if we form this, it's not going to be great news for the longer term, because of course I'm looking here on the weekly, and on the weekly we still have a little more room to go up, but we are approaching the overbought region in the stochastic RSI, and that could indicate a drop from here. So maybe a few more days of upwards price action to take us really to this resistance here. If we get rejected from this resistance, maybe we consolidate for a few days, maybe we even do a proper pullback. We'll see how it goes. But if we manage to break through this resistance, then we are going towards the 35k and the 40,000. This is really the direction. This is where I'm watching closely right now. If we look at the 3-day chart, however, we see that the stochastic RSI is already reached this overbought region, and it's about to make a bearish cross here. And the simple RSI is also reaching the overbought region. So both the RSIs are pointing towards a possible pullback from here. So I personally expect that we are going to touch this line. We're going to make another push on the upside, touch this line, get rejected from here, and then make a decent pullback, which I will analyze once we get there. All right, this was Bitcoin. Oh, and one more thing, the Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, Bitcoin dominance is growing, still growing, and this is also expected. Back in July is when I was actually drawing this chart here. We had just broken a resistance level here, and then we pulled back to retest it, and of course, we found the support at this level, and then we started going up. This is what we are actually doing right now, and we are currently at around 53% Bitcoin dominance. So definitely Bitcoin dominance is very strong right now. So it's not really the best time to be going into altcoins, but actually, let me correct myself. It's not the best time to be in altcoins, but it is a very good time for accumulation of altcoins, because when Bitcoin dominance is so high, altcoins are very low against Bitcoin. And if your purpose is like mine, to grow your Bitcoin, then you want to be scooping altcoins when Bitcoin is so strong, because later on, when people start diversifying into altcoins and Bitcoin dominance starts dropping, altcoins are going to be outperforming Bitcoin in terms of percentage. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about percentage gains. So right now, Ethereum is really weak against Bitcoin. It is below 0.06. Let's actually see, it's below 0.055. Yeah. So Ethereum, as you can see here, this is in Bitcoin value, 0.054. This is a very low value for Ethereum against Bitcoin. As soon as Bitcoin dominance starts weakening, as soon as people start getting more confident into diversifying into altcoins, most of the altcoins will be outperforming Bitcoin, and Ethereum will be outperforming Bitcoin compared to what it's doing right now. So getting Ethereum below 0.06 is a steal, guys. This is really a good price. So I'm scooping Ethereum. I already scooped a lot of Ethereum at these prices. So speaking of altcoins, let's take a look at what happened with XRP, because last time we were on the verge of forming here a head and shoulders pattern. I mean, if we had broken down from this baseline here, we were going to confirm a head and shoulders pattern. However, we did not do that. We actually went up, And this is really the latest move that we are doing. As long as we do not come to this trend line here, or break, which will be the worst, break below this trend line, we're in safe hands and we can hold XRP. However, if you see XRP again challenging this trend line here and starting to drop significantly, and maybe even starting to break below this trend line, then it will be time to exit, because it will confirm here a head and shoulders pattern that is a very bearish pattern. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye, because right now we are seeing stochastic RSI in the overbought region, indicating that we could actually drop. And this drop, I don't expect it to be a significant one. Perhaps we will come here to retest the 50th moving average. But if we drop below the 50th moving average, we start looking bearish, I might be exiting positions. So far, I'm holding a position in XRP. I'm also holding a position in Chainlink. And this is, as I said, my biggest position after Ether is in Link, because I'm very bullish on Chainlink. It is one of the best altcoin projects with the strongest fundamentals. It's been used by so many companies, their Oracle services. And of course, Link, the token, is being used by everyone who is using the Oracle services. So this is good news. This is the weekly on Chainlink. I'm expecting we already got a rejection from here. This is a resistance, and we managed to touch this resistance, barely touch it at $11, and then we started a bit of a pullback, which we are currently ongoing. It's a bit of a pullback because, of course, we went also in the overbought region in the stochastic RSI, so this is expected. However, I'm not really seeing any reason to expect a major drop from here. As you can see here, we broke out of this falling flag pattern. This is a bullish pattern. It's a continuation pattern basically, and we did have the move on the upside. Then we had that flag pattern forming here, and then we broke on the upside, continuing the upwards move. So this was very expected. What I like is that we actually broke a resistance with a lot of velocity, with a lot of volume here. We broke this resistance, and then came the selling as we hit the next resistance, which was at the $11 level, and it is a resistance that previously used to be a support. We got rejected at first. We're definitely going to make another attempt to break this level, so I'm keeping a close eye on this, because if we manage to break this level, the next stop will be the 1250, around 13. So this is the next step. If we manage to break the $11 resistance, 13 is coming next. And also, it's not just crypto that is going up right now. I mean, gold prices are also going up, and it is because of the Middle East conflict right now, Israel and Palestine. I mean, this is the latest conflict. Every time we get this kind of a conflict, especially when it gets into a military conflict, a war, pretty much, we get gold and crypto going up for various reasons, but most evidently the fact that gold is a store of value. Crypto is easy to move, and when the war happened with Ukraine and Russia over a year ago, we saw many people actually going into crypto in order to be able to, when they are fleeing the country, they can't really be holding a lot of cash or gold bars. So crypto was the easier version to actually move your money. Gold, for people who are going to be staying in the country and they just want to protect their capital from any possible economic crisis that might occur, they go into gold. And this is why gold prices are also now starting to go up. In fact, even Costco in America is now selling gold bars, and CNBC is reporting that they're actually selling out within a few hours. So gold is back in demand. And another project, a crypto project that is actually positioned in the digital gold sector, it's from an African gold mining company, and they're tokenizing sustainably mined gold to enable easy access opportunities to everyone. And why are they doing that? Well, 1.7 billion adults are still unbanked globally. 1.1 billion of these people have a mobile phone. $1 trillion of debt is held by millennials in the US alone. 99% of global wealth is held by just 1% of the population, and $52.8 billion is spent every year on fees for cross-border remittance to developing nations. Plus, 60 million people worldwide fell below the poverty line since 2020. All of these factors, these are consequences due to a series of political and economic factors, some of which we are all too familiar with: rising inflation, struggling economies after COVID. And these are just some of the key problems that this project is built to solve. The project is called Ubuntu Tribe, and they offer access to the global economy and investing into assured resource-backed assets on the go via exchanges and their own UTribe wallet for secure store of value. Imagine having access to gold investments backed by real assets in some of the world's most secure vaults, including prestigious locations in Switzerland, Dubai, Singapore, and other ones as well. The remarkable aspect: Ubuntu Tribe provides minting with real-time proof of reserves from renowned institutions accessible to the public 24/7, making it accessible to anyone, anytime. Real-time audited gold reserve, and also they have AML track and trace platform providing unparalleled transparency to empower you to actively monitor your investments and verify the project's claims effortlessly. But here is where Ubuntu Tribe truly stands out. They grant you the privilege of claiming physical gold, which can be seamlessly delivered to your preferred location whenever you desire. It is a fusion of the digital and the tangible world of assets. Also, they have their own token, their own digital token, which is at the heart of Ubuntu Tribe and made accessible via Ubuntu Tribe wallet and exchange listings that are forthcoming. It is the gift coin. It stands for Gold International Fungible Token. It's a digital asset representing gold title deeds or a digital certificate of gold ownership. Each coin represents 1 milligram of physical gold back 1-to-1, also stored in highly secure and regulated vaults. Just like the project itself, these tokens adhere to LBMA standards and comply rigorously with digital asset regulations. They have partners all over the world, including distinguished institutions such as the London Bullion Market Association, LBMA, and the Swiss Association of Asset Managers, SAAM, and also KPMG. These partnerships underline Ubuntu Tribe's credibility and expertise. This is why I'm actually featuring this project here for you. And because investing in this coin unlocks an array of benefits. It's more than just a cryptocurrency, it's ownership of resource-backed assets. It's an opportunity to diversify your portfolio. All in all, Ubuntu Tribe is at the forefront of redefining how we approach gold investments and expand its access and transcends the boundaries of the digital realm, making gold accessible, secure, and transparent for everyone. I dropped the links in the description below, so make sure that you go check it out. And last but not least, before I leave you, if you are using Revolut like myself, you might be happy to see that not only crypto, now you will be able to also invest in stocks directly on your Revolut account. I mean, I'm not really using Revolut to be in investing with it. It's for me, it's more about the convenience of just using the card abroad because I travel all the time. As you know, I'm a digital nomad. Right now, actually, I'm coming to you from my base in Cyprus, but very soon I will be on my way to Beirut. After that, I'm going to Argentina. Probably the majority of the winter I will be spending in Latin America. So if you are around Latin America, give me a shout out. I might be in your city. I still haven't made the booking, so I'm not sure exactly where I'm going, but I'm definitely going to Buenos Aires first. So any of you guys, if you are in Buenos Aires, let me know. It will be cool to meet you. Anyways, Revolut app is now adding stock trading to European customers after a trial period in the US. And you can invest as little as just €1. So for some of the stocks, of course, there are some very big companies that you can invest in. Now that they're also available to Revolut, I will consider. I might actually park some of the money that I have in Revolut into some stocks. Not crypto, because I prefer trading crypto on exchanges where I can set up my prices and everything, professional platforms. But with stocks, for me, it's not about swing trading or anything like that. It's just position trading. I would buy the stock. I would wait for a year, maybe more, before I sell and make some profit. So it's good. It's good. If you are using Revolut, then definitely look into this. Why not? Did you know that using Brave browser not only blocks all ads, cookies and other unnecessary clutter, makes your web surfing faster and safer, pays you in cryptocurrency, but also it offers an integrated VPN service, a Web3 in-browser wallet, and I particularly like that I can customize my news feed, and in the most easy and quick way. I just click here and I select the news sources manually. Thus, I eliminated all of the noise from all mainstream outlets, and I selected only financial and crypto-centric outlets, so I can focus on these news that directly affect my investments and that help me handle my portfolio better. If you're not using Brave browser yet, you're missing out on the best web experience. Take a look, my invite link is in the description below. Alright, well, this wraps up today's episode, guys. Thanks for staying until the end of the video. Make sure to check out the links in the description below, where I drop the links to all of the crypto services that I'm personally using and that I recommend to you, all of the links that are relevant from this episode as well. Also, you can get on my email list, my newsletter that I'm posting twice a month. Every 2 weeks, I'm posting a crypto newsletter packed with information about market insight, market analysis, things that I don't actually talk about here on the channel. So it's good to be on the email list. You can scan this QR code, or you can grab the link from the description below. And also, while you're here, just pick another one of my videos, and I'm gonna see you there.